Real Music exclusive.
I grew up like a savage.
I'm running around with, but niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not to take away from nothing that they accomplish or
not
with
at
their
all.
work.
No, but we gonna make sure we give you your props and your flowers too, because what's important is even more so than just giving you props, because you a humble guy. That shit don't fuel you.
Right.
But everybody like to get their praise, but even more so the lesson in the dude that's rapping right now, like a field, that's putting on artists.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta remember, like, shit, that's muscle memory. He thinking like, this is my job to put niggas on.
Exactly.
Because you can watch Birdman on TV, but you can touch Juice in real life. Like, this nigga's right here.
Right.
With Mess,
same thing.
same thing.
But it was different because you got the film on the Hunters Point beef. Now, because there's a lot of cats, we got pushback from that. But then my niggas from you know, my Harbor Road niggas and Uncle Creature, man, you know, my nigga T Facts, he just got double life. You know what I'm saying? They pushed that. They pushed us to do that, and they brought me and Mess together, because I didn't know who Mess was. I didn't know Mess. I never knew Mess.
Okay.
I didn't know, like there's a lot of niggas that rap in the city. I didn't know niggas.
Yeah.
I was really running around in the streets.
In the streets,
living a certain way, doing certain shit. Niggas cannot, you can't say that it didn't happen. There's too many motherfuckers who was pulling up seeing what it was. Knowing I was having the nade, all the shit. Bruh.
Why you on that? What the fuck was Nade, and who had it first? Where did it come from?
I can't tell you where it came from. I can't tell you who had it first. All I can tell you is I was one of them niggas in the city that had it.
Was it natural?
It was condensed. It was what people call za now, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Because if you smoke some good za, you'll think it's sprayed.
Stuck. Yeah.
You'll think it's sprayed with hair on or something.
Yeah.
But Nade was condensed. Nade sold like Coke.
It did.
Because you had to break it down like a
That
zip
shit
of cream.
was different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Nigga drive all the way from Oakland to the city to spend $40.
Nigga, I could tell you some stories, nigga. I remember niggas, I had the Nade spot in Alamany, the Black Hole.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas used to come to my back door all the time. You know what I'm saying? Hitman came to my back door one time to get some Nade.
Damn.
Rest in peace.
Damn.
That's how much motherfuckers used to drive from other cities to come get Nade from a nigga.
You had to come to Oakland to get Red Fence. You had to go to Frisco to get the Nade.
Now it's one other person, and I ain't seen him in years, but shout out to Tally, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if a lot of niggas don't know, but he from Hunters Point, you know what I'm saying? But niggas had that shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that was years ago.
You know how now, right? So when, like,
and then y'all came with
the
Crip.
Oh, we had the Crip.
Yeah, y'all had the Crip.
The Crip. Rest in peace, Honey Boom, on 72nd in the alley, man. You had to go to her window too. You know what I'm saying? And the crazy part, that was my people's mama. You know what I'm saying? But with that, right? Was there a guy that was the line with the Nade?
Nah, you just had to, you know, whoever had it, whoever you had to get it from, you just had to make sure it was what it was, because you know. With all situations, you always got people that can push off.
Cheap, swear, what Cheap at? Cheap be talking about he got some Nade seeds.
Cheap know I had the Nade.
Cheap say he got some Nade seeds.
He might
bring
do.
it back.
He might do, but you know, it wasn't never really nobody that, one specific person who was just the guy. You just had to really do your homework and get it, and you just had to make sure that it was what it was, because you had that light green and then you had that dark green.
Yeah,
that dark green was him, but when it was a drought on that shit, you had to accept the light green.
Yeah, Richie Rich made the light real famous too. So you and Mess, like, where did it go bad? Because, you know, it was some misunderstandings, and then what
a misunderstanding as far as
because y'all wasn't like seeing eye to eye for a minute. Because one thing I know that I saw you explain that I never seen nobody explain, I had to go look back and see it for myself. They didn't just take the mic out Mess' hand on the stage.
Nah, what happened was, first and foremost, shout out all my family out there in Seattle, man. You know what I'm saying? I love Seattle. And you guys, y'all know who y'all are. It's too many of y'all for me to roll call. They was all around Mess, protected Mess on the strength of me. You see what I'm saying? me and my D, you know, D, who I fuck with, me and D was in the Bay. I didn't even know Mess was even gonna be in Seattle, right? So then the twins, my Damu homies, the twins, they called me. They from the CD, they from the Central District out there, and they called my phone. And when they handed me the phone, somebody said Chevelle Pope. I said, who is this? He like, nigga, this is Marvin Watson, nigga. You know, I'm like, oh, Mess, nigga, what's up, you know? And once I got off the phone with him, I told them to protect him. So Big Donnie and them, they had already been around. That's Big Donnie, the one who grabs the mic but is hugging him at the same time. It's not like, see, niggas try to run with the narrative like a nigga just
took the mic.
Nah, it wasn't like that, bro. It was like, and he hugged Mess.
Right.
They had already been around Mess the whole day.
Okay.
Because I had already told niggas like, look out for bruh, make sure he's square, and we on our way. And me and D went out there, you know what I'm saying, to make sure that he was good. He was like, bruh, come out here, fuck with me. Rich the Factor was on his way.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And then I'm gonna tell you the whole thing. So when we got out there, everybody that was on the stage, so first and foremost, because in the interview, Mess said, you know, all the Bloods was on stage. No, them wasn't all Bloods on stage. You had Hoovers that was on stage. You had GDs that was on stage. And then the only ones that was Bloods was my brother, Papas and T, who's originally from Oak Park.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
They was the only ones that was Bloods on the stage. Wasn't no Bloods on the stage.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So when that happened, Mess came out and on his opening act, he kept saying, Sue Woo, Sue Woo, Sue Woo, but you got 1,000 Crips in the audience, right? And Big Donnie walks up, and then I forgot, C4 is on the stage, Rob Ross is on the stage, Papa Black is on the stage. I ain't even get to that part yet. It's Marshawn, Brandon Roy, and what's the one that's clutch? The sixth man
Crawford.
Off the bench, Jamal Crawford. We get these niggas in the party, right?
Yeah.
But wait before I get to that part.
Yeah.
All right. So Rich the Factor is rapping. We get Jamal Crawford and Brandon Roy and Marshawn Lynch in. We get them in. They come in on the other side. They impatient. So they jump up on the stage. When they jump up on the stage, Marshawn accidentally pulls the cord out the mic. So now Rich the Factor is out there rapping with no music. But he rapping, he just rocking the crowd. So Mess just decided to just run out while Rich was rapping.
Okay.
And that just kind of just took over Rich whole set.
Okay.
And then so we out there. So then we finally get it fixed. And then so that's when it started, like, you know, he's going, Sue, just Sue. And then niggas is like, just come on, just do the show, bro. Like, stop saying that. Like, just come on, do the show, whatever the case may be. So then Big Donnie goes over there, hugs him, grab the mic, and he's like, Southie and, you know, whooping this motherfucker.
Right.
Because if you look, my young nigga from Boozle Fullies Northwest, Monster Rat, certified stepper. You know, he in affairs right now. Certified stepper.
Okay.
You hear me?
Yeah.
Certified stepper. Monster Rat. Hoover.
Okay.
You know what I mean? He the one getting into it with Big Donnie. So at the end of the day, when Mess tuck his chain, I said, nigga, what you tucking your chain for?
Right.
Like, take your chain out. He like, Juice, I don't know what these niggas. I'm like, bro, you good. I'm like, you see that? They gonna let them deal with that. They gonna handle that.
Right.
But then that's when Mess took it a little bit too far and said the other shit. And then that made Big Donnie snap. And then Monster Rat threw Big Donnie off the stage.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then that's when bottles got to flying and all kind of shit like that.
Yeah,
you know. And, you know, speeding it up, I had at the same time that happened, remember, what's the nigga name? 40 Glock or whatever?
40 Glock, yeah.
So at the same time, remember 40 Glock, they had Trap Lil but Lil Wayne was never in the truck. It was only Birdman that was in there, right? So at the same time, remember when they were saying all of that shit, Lil Wayne never responded. It went away, right? So I had told, you know, Mess called me that morning after it happened, and then he was just like, man, tell your brother and your people and them, you know, thank you for, you know, making sure I got up out of there safe, right? And then the next day, he went on World Star with the video and started talking, you know, how he was talking, talking all that, you know that shit on you know, and I was just like, and then we had words or whatever, not bad words, but I was just like, nigga, why you do that? Like, nigga, I told you to be quiet. Like,
right.
And so you open the door for
some other shit.
For Fab and Too Short and other niggas to say what they said about you when those beefs started. You see what I'm saying? Because at the time when this shit is going on with Too Short, I'm on the ground. I'm in the Kings of Castle. I'm on the ground with Too Short best with P.O.
Right.
We on the ground. Me, P.O., Sweet Jimmy.
Sweets, yeah.
We riding.
Yeah.
With colors on, like doing our thing with Be Legit. Like, so there's all these relationships going on, and it's just like, you know, I just didn't like when he did that part, and that's when things became a little funny. But then we still finished out the tour together. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Because that's the first time that I let Mozzy perform. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And like, and the footage is on the internet. Like you can see, like I bring him out. I bring out, but it's Tim before it's Mozzy. It's Tim. You know what I'm saying? Tim. I bring him out. I bring out Day Day. I bring out Squeak. Okay. I bring the whole old park out. Yeah. Like I pull up, and this is on me and Mess tour. This is after that happened. Like we got a show at the Colonial. Okay. And then I pull up to the homie M1 house because I got a real relationship with niggas from the, like I grew up in the P. I stayed on 4th Ave. Nigga, I lived on 8th Ave. I actually lived on 4th Ave in the little project area with a dog named Paru. I had a white pit bull named Paru. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And that little, where the center at? Right there in the little center, nigga. I stayed right there in I don't remember verbatim, but it's like something B. Something B. Nigga, I can probably call my mom and she'll tell you. But anyway, nigga, I pulled up to the homie M1 house, parked, left there, and we walked up to the Colonial. And then Filthy Rich was leaving, and he called my phone. He said, nigga, you at the Colonial, huh? I said, nigga, how you know? Where you at? Yeah. He said, because niggas, hella niggas in the front of that motherfucker and all red. Right? So I was like, where you go? He like, man, I'm out of here, man. I'm finna go do my thing, you know. But we still finished out the tour. Nigga, you know, I ran into Spider Loc. Me and Spider Loc talked. I actually met Spider Loc in Frisco. And this was when Spider Loc was actually looking to, you know, he wanted to go one-on-one with Mess or whatever. But Spider Loc was, you know what I'm saying, he explained it, you know, he said what he had to say, but then he was like, nigga, I fuck with Boozin Fully. He's like, nigga, Killer Tay is my nigga. Woo, woo, woo. Right. So then we went to Fresno and Spider Loc was there, but nothing happened. We performed, you know what I mean? Like, everything was cool. So at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, like I was fucking with Mess. Like I was pushing the line. Like for real. I was pushing the line. Like you wasn't finna play with me like that. Right. Like period. Right. You know what I mean? So, but that's where I was then at that particular point in time.
Stay on blue. I'm just trying to stay racked up like you.
Put an 8 in a 1 and do magic. Tryna stretch hair on like elastic. Eco-friendly drug dealer, I don't waste no plastic. Use all 4 corners of that baggie. All I ever wanted was a bankroll. So I pull up on Champ before the bank close. Say no to stank hoes and stank clothes. No paramedic pimpin', nigga, we don't save hoes. Yeah, rest in peace to